Hey y'all, we're back. Episode 3, Dating in This Generation.
We have a lot to say about this episode.
Man, what? Did you see that? First of all, shout out to the GOAT, Lori Harvey. Happy birthday. She's living her best life. She is the prime example of what you should be doing in your 20s, dating. And I'm sick of all you 30-something-year-olds hating on her, talking about she a hoe and she this, that, and the third. No, sis is living her life, and she's doing exactly what y'all men have been doing for generations. So shout out to my nigga Lori.
Speaking of dating in this generation, I'm glad you did bring that up because what is dating if you're not dating multiple people to see what you want? It's kind of like process of elimination, in my opinion.
It's wasting your time if you're just dating one person and then it leads to nothing. So you say you date somebody for like a year, or you wait for them to finally want to settle down with you, and then they decide, oh, this is not what I want. Or 3 years. You're just wasting time. Why do we commit ourselves to people knowing that life is long, but it's very short at the same time? Like, you wake up and you're 30 one day and your knees hurt. Like,
Can't even do the busted challenge. It's not going to happen.
So, yeah, I think people should keep, like, dating multiple people. Now, I'm not saying it's your prerogative if you want to sleep with everybody, but even then, if you want to do that. Do it safely. Because, I mean, that's what you want to do. Live your life with no regrets. So, what you think?
Yeah, I definitely think of dating as a process of elimination. I've always thought of dating that way. Like, if I'm totally invested in just you and you're not totally invested in me, for when I get bored, super easy. Like, you can just not text me for 2 days straight and I forgot about you.
Facts.
And then I have like a 2-time maximum. Like, if I don't hear from you, I'm probably going to be worried more so than anything. Like, hey, you good? What's going on? No reply. I'm like, okay, cool. A couple hours go by. I see you on Twitter and shit. I'm like, oh, okay.
Say less.
Right. Hello, ... No reply. I'm damn near, I don't block people, so I'm damn near just going to be like, okay, well, fuck you then and keep it moving.
Do you double text? Do you feel like that's...
I give you a 2-time maximum. I'm going to give you 2 texts, 2 calls. That's it. That's all I got.
If I don't hear from you, we ain't gonna never talk again.
Facts.
I'm just gonna assume you died or some shit. Like, I just don't, because I don't follow people, I block people, and I'm just like, I don't know what happened to them. And I don't
literally
stalk
were
either.
at 5015 one time, and I was talking to this guy, and I texted him before we got there, and I was like, hey, you know, what's going on? Sunday fun day. I'm like, what's up? I know you finna be in the streets. No reply. So we at 5015 kicking it. I look around, it's this nigga. I'm like, okay, on his phone scrolling. So I'm like, oh.
So you saw it and you just ignored it. Okay.
And today is Sunday, and he's on my line like 4 weeks later. Hey, you miss me?
No.
The fuck? No. Like, if I missed you, I would hit you, but no.
I hate niggas like that. Like, y'all just come around. It's like they could tell that you're just at peace or whatever, and then they, like, check in and make sure, like, they could still have access to you on some fuck shit. Like, stop doing that, y'all. Like, seriously, get it together. What is the point?
She's talking to you.
Motherfucker, like, why do y'all do that? Go away. Like, the fuck?
I think they do that because they want to see if they have it. They want to see if they, like, still got it, I think. Like, let me see if I can still hit her up and she's going to answer.
Sorry, speaking of still got it, we went out last night. I hope you watching this, nigga. So, you know how you have those flirtationships where you, like, see your crush out or whatever, and y'all just, like, flirt. Like, that's just what y'all do. And then, so sometimes guys will be like, oh, when can I take you out? When can we see each other outside of this setting? And you kind of play it off, but it's like you entertain it, but you're not, like, entertaining it all the way. Anywho, last night I saw one of my little boos, or one of my little crushes.
One of.
Hey, me and Lori Harvey on the same fucking page. Let me tell you that. So I saw one of them, and because we're talking about speaking if you got it, I saw one of them, and he got drunk. There was a lot of drinks last night, and he fucked around and told me, I'm married, and I was like, hold up, nigga, you're what?
He did say
Remember,
that.
and so then I was like, let me go or whatever, and he caused a big scene. But I'm like, why are you out here in these streets trying to holler at people, trying to tell people you want to take them out, and you married? Like,
pathetic.
To see if you got it? Like, what is the point? And I get some people have their own rules in their relationships, but it's too many of y'all out here acting like y'all not married and leading people on. Like, is it to see if you still got it? Why the fuck y'all keep doing that shit? Stop that shit. I don't get it.
I don't understand how men will do some shit And it's like, you know, I can fuck your whole relationship up, right? Like, I have it all in my hand right here. I can, here you go, girlfriend. This your nigga in my inbox again, sis. Remember when I'm not going to say your name, sir, because I know you follow us and you see when I post. This young man happened to pop up at my house the other day. And I don't think he knows, but he's on camera. It's recorded. Because I went back the next day and I was like, did this nigga, was I dreaming or did this nigga really pop up at my house?
Yo,
and
Toya
it's
is toxic
so,
as fuck.
I'm not toxic. He popped up in my house, okay? Like, oh my God.
All I hear, she sent me the video and all I hear is, roll your window down so I can slap the fuck out of you. Coming at my house 3 a.m. I'm like, damn.
But I was so serious because why are you at my house? You don't pay no bills. The nigga literally called me at like, I don't even know what time it was. Maybe it had to be like 2 o'clock in the morning. And he's like, hey, you home? Yeah, what's up? Bet I'm finna pull up. I'm like, wait, what? Click.
What that meme say? If you're not invited, don't ask. I can invite you.
The nigga pulls up, and I'm like, what are you doing here? He's like, you know, I miss you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, don't you have a whole girlfriend that you live with?
Not a living girlfriend.
Live with. So you know that, and you're at my house. What are you doing here? Like, I could really send that shit over to her, and your ass gonna be on the streets.
Does she know you? Like, does she be hating? Because, like, you know, it's a lot of females walking around and they like have a lot of animosity towards single women. And we don't even know, like who you are or anything. But it's because your nigga keep putting us in these situations. Like, niggas are really the problem. So, no shade to our production team. They're great men. But niggas ain't shit. Look, the world would really be kind of better off without them, low-key. But we're
not going to bash our beautiful black men today because, you know, we're here for it. But a lot of y'all be making some dumbass decisions. I'm going to say that because I really be like, and the worst ones, unfortunately, are married or in a relationship.
Yeah.
And I really think it just comes back to like, let me see if I still got it. No, you don't. You got it at home. Go to your wife. Go home, Roger. Like, I'm not understanding. What's the problem? What's the point in getting a relationship? To cheat. Be single.
I think it's because people have, you know, traditionally always looked for marriage as a thing. I think people needed back in the day, you know, women weren't allowed to do anything. So, like, we're still evolving from that stuff. They weren't allowed to do anything about their husbands. And I think people are still looking for that mom, you know, that grandparent type of relationship thing. And they think that they have to be in these relationships. But, I mean, you really don't have to be in a relationship. Like,
that brings me to another topic. Mommas Boys.
Oh, I can't stand them. Ladies.
Have you dated a mama's boy?
I did. You know what? I did. It was my first boyfriend was a mama's boy. And I got my first 2 loves were mama boys. And I remember one got up in the middle of the night after we had got done doing it just to call and check on his mama. It was like 3 a.m. And I was like, this is not normal.
Go fuck your mom.
That's fucking weird.
At this point, what are you doing?
Like, that's not fucking normal. And then, like, I was dating another one. I'm hurt behind this one because
don't cry, please.
Man, I told him go. He might as well be in a relationship with his mother because I thought he was cheating on me one time and he wasn't. He just was so catered and dedicated to his mother, and like it just really put a wrench in our relationship. But yeah, I'm sorry if you.
I will say that, you know, most people say, you know, how a man treats his mom is going to be how he treats his wife and so on and so forth. But I don't know, because I dealt with a man, and hopefully he's not listening. If you are, whatever. His mom's probably tuning in too, to be honest. But I remember one time I really had to say, can you please take your titty out of your son's mouth? Please. For the sake of this relationship to last, can you take your titty out of his mouth?
So we need to hold women accountable for that.
Moms accountable, yes.
Like, y'all
stop babying your damn
these
son.
Niggas. They don't know how to wash clothes. They don't know how to do dishes. They don't know how to cook for themselves. They don't know how to do anything like that's domestic because you've done everything for them. Then they put these expectations on us. Go hire a fucking maid. That ain't me.
I am not the one, I will tell you.
Yes.
I was asleep with this man one time, and his mom came in to wake him up for work. And I was like...
Wait, so you went to his mama's house?
That's neither here nor there. Okay, so what I will say is... No, I feel like if you live with your parents and you're helping to support your parents, I'm all for it. Stack your money, do what you need to do, live with your parents, because other people, other races do it all the time, and they're successful when they finally leave the house.
True.
However, If you just living in your mama's basement or staying in the spare room and you ain't doing shit, then that's a problem. And that's what I found out was going on. And I was like,
yeah, I got a homegirl. Sorry, this reminds me of this. She was dating this guy, and she was telling me that he lived with his mom. He told her that, you know, his mom is old and all that stuff, and so he didn't want her to live, like, alone or whatever. No, this nigga was splitting rent with his mom, and the mom was ready for his ass to go. He just didn't want to leave. He was 33. Like, he just never wanted to move out. And, like, I don't think the mom ever put that pressure under him to do so. And then you splitting rent in an apartment, not
it's
a
literally
house.
all about pressure. Like, I had this conversation with this man's mom, and I was like, I guess because I've been on my own for so long. I've been on my own since I was, like, 17, literally. My mom lives with me right now. Mm-hmm. So, like, I really don't have too much tolerance for excuses, especially for a grown-ass man. Because if I can hold down a kid, a career, starting a podcast, all types of different things, there's no reason why you can't do one simple thing, which is have a job, pay your bills on your own at a certain age, shit. Especially if you have kids.
Basic adulting. We're in our 30s now.
Like, I've been approached by men that be like, oh, yeah, my mama live with me. Nigga, then why you stay in the basement? Your mama don't live with you,
Is she in the master bedroom?
But what? Like, niggas really be out here lying. I just don't understand why. Just keep it real.
Keep it real. Like, I think that's the problem with dating in this generation. Everybody is lying. And I also think this is a problem. I just thought about this the other day. So I was listening to something about imposter syndrome. And I think women decide that they need to pretend that they are these types of women that are dedicated to men so that men will want them all the time. And I think when they finally, and men do the same thing, right? Oh, I'm very chivalrous. I'm very, I'm a provider. I'll do this, this, and this. And then they get tired after, the infatuation wears off. And it's like, you're not consistent anymore because it's not the real you. So I think people need to start keeping it real with themselves when they go out dating. Like, and also be real, like, do you want to get married or do you want to stay single? It's okay to want to stay single. Mm-hmm. It's also okay to say, I want to get married. I think living in a big metropolitan area like we live in, people are scared when they hear, oh, I'm trying to get married. Well, a couple years ago, when you tell somebody I'm looking for marriage, it's like, oh, that's too much pressure. She's going to be clingy, all this stuff. But if you want that, let that be known so that the man you're dating is not wasting your time. You're not wasting his time.
He's going to weed himself out.
And again, if you're just trying to fuck, let that be known too, because don't be up here trying to pretend this is not what you want, and then you finally do that, and you piss me off, and now I got to bust your motherfucking windows because you ghosted me. Like, no. Oh, my gosh.
Please don't ghost Taylor, guys.
Well, I mean, that was 20-something-year-old. I don't do that now. I ain't got time. I'm not in the mood to. I know I said I was going to have, like, a rotation. I'm not in the fucking mood right now. I want to go home, binge a Netflix series by myself, and just, like, sleep, honestly. Like, I'm not in the mood to deal with feelings. Like, it's too much.
I've noticed dating, I somewhere the roles have reversed. I noticed that because there are so many men that just, I don't know, like, is it too many chromosomes, not enough? Like, where's all these feelings coming from? There's no way in the world that you can literally tell me, you know what, Toy, I'm not looking for anything. I'm just trying to whoop-de-whoop. Cool, because we gonna whoop-de-whoop, right? And then,
for sure,
now when you see me out and you see me moving around and you see niggas in my face, you're mad? You want to text me paragraphs and all this extra shit? I will text you back, okay. Matter of fact, I don't even text back okay anymore. I just put it on red and I read it and I let you know. I turn my read receipts on.
Toxic.
You see, I read it.
Communication is key, Toy.
That's communication. Red. Silence is golden. Sometimes being silent is saying all you need to say.
But you know what? I think, again, that goes back to men need to be authentic as well and like what they want in the beginning. Don't try to put on this facade that you don't want it and you really want it. Say that. Let it be known so that we can move the fuck on. But I think roles have reversed. I think a lot of women like us are just not interested. We have short attention spans and we tired of the bullshit. Like, we literally, like, with taking care of life, like, why do I want to come and be stressed out in a relationship? Like, I want to come home. Sometimes, what Drake said, I just want to lay in the bed, get some head. Like, I just want that sometimes and go the fuck home. Like, I don't want to deal with your emotions. Like, I'm good. Like,
it's so funny because certain men feel so entitled. Like, that whole, prime example, the dude asking me, do I miss him? No. And then he asked why. What did you bring into my life?
I hate when people ask. If you got to ask, I probably don't miss you. Like, that's.
But what did you bring to me to where I want to miss you? Like, what do you bring to the table?
Right.
Besides dick. And the dick, to be honest, wasn't slapping. I mean, I'm
sorry.
Let him know? That his dick wasn't slapping? No, but I think he knows.
I had to have a conversation with one of my old boos recently. I was debating on telling him if it was good or not. Cause like
Did he ask?
At first he did. He was like, I know you missed this dick. I know. And I was like, the head was good. And like I kind of made it to where I avoided answering the question. So then we got on the phone a couple days ago or like a couple weeks ago. And I was like, I gotta tell you something, man. Like, I don't know who you been fucking with, but that shit was trash last time. And like, he was like, are you serious? What? I was like, I gotta let you know, cause I don't know who else you fucking with, but like, they pumped your ego up, and that was not it. But we have like a close enough relationship where we can have those conversations. But yeah, I think
so it's been good in the past. This time it just wasn't good.
Yeah,
That's different.
you know how when people, I think when you start messing around with somebody consistently, cause he lives in New Orleans. So when you start messing around with somebody consistently, they like certain things, so you start doing things a certain type of way. And I was just like, I don't know what sis is used to, but I don't like that. And so like, yeah, I just had the conversation. Like, I don't want to send you back to these streets and you doing a disservice to everybody. Like,
fuck them girls.
Well, that could be us. Like, don't come to me like you meet somebody new and everything's amazing and then the sex is horrible. Like, no, like, why do you think this shit's okay?
I feel like certain things are work-wittable. Like, if you're a man with a small penis, I am so sorry, but you're not the one for me. Because what am I going to do with that? Head is cool, but, like, no.
Yeah.
But if it's, the right girth, the right all that going on, I can work with it.
Yeah, true. I think, but I'm saying, like, you meet some men who are very narcissistic and they think that their dick is amazing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then we can't get past me telling you not to do this again or do it like this. This is how I like it. Like, you get an attitude or you get offended. And I'm just like, damn, the relationship was good until it got to this. Now I gotta let you go. Like, this is, I don't know.
That shit's unfortunate because there was this guy that I really, really, really liked. Like, he was wonderful career, no kids, I'm talking about
sex.
Man, first of all, I knew it was going to be trash because he was too good at giving head. He always wanted to give head. So I was just like, And then I'm really big on, like, gray sweatpants. I'm one of those girls where I'm going to look, goddamn. See what the fuck you got going on.
I'm not perverted like that.
Shit, I used to work in the rec, too. Ooh.
Now, the gym's a little different. But, like, just in, like, everyday passing, I don't just stare at
I'm one. Because I don't like taking L's. Like, so
that is something
I'm gonna try to figure it out before we even get to that step.
So do you ask him to send like a dick pic before?
I don't want to. I've never had to ask. For whatever reason, men just will send it to me, and I'm like,
men
ew.
will not send me dick pics. They know not to.
Why?
I think I noticed, like, as I've gotten older, I demand a certain type of respect, and like they don't approach me with bullshit.
I want to see it.
I can say that, but like if I ask for one, they'll send it. But like as far as just unsolicited dick pics, I don't get those. And it's crazy because, like, all my friends be like, yeah, he sent me da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I never get, like, unless I'm, like, out and I meet, like, a hood nigga and then he just sent me his, I'll be like, I didn't ask for
now,
this,
that's
sir.
different. I'm talking about, like, when we're actually, like, talking, dealing with each other. Like, I would hope just a random nigga wouldn't send me his freaking dick pic because it's like, sir, I'm sending this to the police. What are you doing? But, like, somebody that I'm actually talking to and sending me one, I'll be like, oh, okay.
Well, you know something I heard that's really, I guess it's a trending thing. I didn't know about it until I heard about it on Clubhouse. Women ask for men to send them.
I already know where we're going with this one.
Videos of them ejaculating. Have you heard of that?
I got 2 of them in my phone right now.
Wow. Did you ask for it? They just sent it?
I just opened it up and was like,
ew,
wow.
Is it interesting?
It's very interesting.
Oh,
it's very interesting.
Maybe I'm a prude, y'all. I don't know. I thought I was a hoe, but I guess not.
Well, damn, he the hoe. Shit, he sent it to me.
Not calling you a hoe. I'm just saying, like, I've never, like, received one.
Shit.
And I thought I was living life. Shit.
Hey, your life gonna be real different when you get one of those come through. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I was like, woo, boy, where you at? Yep. But anywho, yeah. It was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was pretty fucking cool.
So what are you into, Toya?
Okay, so the crazy thing is when it comes to sex, since that's where we're at right now, guys look at me and they think I'm a freak. And anybody that's listening to this, like, knows, even all my girlfriends, I'm not a freak. Like, I be living vicariously. Get in that bed and I'm granny, okay? There's so many things I won't do. Because at the end of the day, I do have a goal of getting married. And I feel like certain things I need to say for my husband. Like, it's females out here, you already getting it in the ass and in the ear and threesomes and shit. I'm like, damn, your husband gonna think he trying some freaky shit with you and you already did it.
Anybody who does it. It is your prerogative to, if you want to fuck 5 niggas in one night, do you, sis. I'm not doing it personally.
Don't do that.
But like, I'm not judging you. Like, if that's how you get it, then that's how you get it. Like, I'm not judging.
I don't even know what you're gonna get out of fucking 5 niggas in one night.
I don't know either. An STD, a baby. Like, I don't know. No walls. I don't know.
Whoa,
but
wow.
like, that's just. Again, I'm not judging anybody who does it. If you watch, and I feel really, I'm gonna change the subject.
I'm judging, goddamn, because that's you a wild girl.
Yeah, so this is called Heaux Bag, but we not like hoes.
Yeah,
like,
we ain't no hoes though. Shit.
Yeah, we just are. It's very it's a nice term, I guess, because you need to spend a night bag. It could be a Heaux Bag, spend a night bag, whatever.
I keep one in the trunk now. You never know.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
You never know. I got a pair of scrubs, tennis shoes for work in the trunk. Never know where life's going to take you.
I moved into the city a couple years ago, and I'm right next to everything now, so I don't have. But before then, when I was living in Katy, I had a whole makeup kit, 5 outfits, tennis shoes, heel. You never know in Houston. Plus, in Houston, you always got to have be prepared for a hurricane, be prepared for snow, be prepared for fucking a dry heat spell or whatever. So you always got to have everything in the car if you are commuting into the city. So I get it. So everybody got to have a Heaux Bag in Houston.
I got a question about dating. How do you feel about the talking stage and you getting a little more serious, him getting a little more serious, but there's still no title on it? You're just talking. Like, do you get kind of jealous if he's talking to somebody else, or how does that work with you?
I'm a very jealous person by nature, period. And it's something that I have to try to conceal, because if I'm interested in you, I want you all to myself. But at the same time, I want my space. So it's really a tough battle for me. But yeah, if I see you in another woman's face, I feel some type of way. Like, damn, all these personalities ain't enough for you, nigga. Like, what? like, what do you want? And so, I do get jealous. And if I see it, I have a very nigga mentality, or I have a very ignorant mentality. Let me say that. And so I'll be like, bet, that's what we doing. And I haven't communicated. Well, I'm learning to communicate that I don't like stuff like that.
I'm definitely a all right, bet type of person too, because it's that's where we're at. My thing is too, if I'm out, and that goes back to the dude that I said, I had texted him, we seen him at 5015. I seen him at the spot after that, hugged up in a bitch face in the corner. I'm like,
say less.
Say less. For real, because you can't, it's no on and off with me. Either you fuck with me or you don't fuck with me. There's no middle ground. And you can't be trying to, with me, for whatever reason, every man wants me to have a kid with them. Not saying I'm out here having unprotected sex. Because she's a great mom,
because you're a great mom.
But they all be like, hey, let's have a kid, let's do that. I'm like, ew, what? It's ghetto. No, I already have one baby daddy. That's enough. I don't want more. I don't want multiple baby daddies. Not knocking anybody that does, but I don't want multiple baby daddies. So it's I want marriage or whatever. And you playing that little middle ground with me is going to make me not want to fuck with you at all. And that don't even have nothing to do with, trying to be possessive, because I don't feel like people are property. I'm really big on that. I'm not anybody's property. Right. I don't need to be clocked, and I don't need to clock you. However, just keep it real. You can't be out here in the streets acting like you a real nigga, and then you
lying all the time for some pussy.
I'm going to whoop you. I'm not going to take my belt off and whoop you, sir. What are you lying to me for?
Because niggas just be lying because the sun is fucking shining. I don't know. They're stupid. So one thing I did learn, and it's funny that a lot of older men tell me this now. They're like, we're dumb. Y'all are dumb. It's fun. You would think it would get better with time, but it's not intellectually when we're talking about numbers and stuff. Men there are a lot of smart men, but when it comes to common sense, y'all don't make fucking sense. It just, I don't get it. So girl, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Speaking of kids, could you date a man with kids?
I can date a man with one kid, but I can't. It's hard for me because I have purposely avoided. I've been on birth control since forever, so I've avoided having kids. But it's hard for me because I want attention. But I think a man, because I had such a great dad. My dad always put us before his girlfriends, but at the same time, it caused us a lot of problems later on. So I think, or caused him dating problems. So it's hard for me. I want to see that you put your kid first, but how you gonna put me first at the same time? I don't know. It's hard. So no, I can't. I can't. But I have dated men with kids, and I do want to see how you are with your kids, because if God forbid, we are in a situation and we're like co-parenting, I don't want you to be a shitty father to my kids. So, I don't like it, but I will, just to be observant. Like, I met this guy who had a kid, and it was cool for him to be the dad, like, because, everybody's like, oh, I'm a black dad right now, da-da-da-da. But then he was like, yeah, when I start my next family, I'm probably not going to be talking to my old family. I was like, what? Like, that's the shit that went through your head? Like, I would never fuck with you. Because then what if we get together, get divorced, and you stop talking to my kid? The fuck?
It's good that you actually think like that, because I have a kid, Jordan. And, I think differently. I'm not going to bring him into anything. I think differently when I'm dating because I have a kid. Mm-hmm. So if I'm dating somebody that has a kid and you're with me, let's say 5 days a week, you spending time with me and talking to me 5 days a week out of 7. And I'm like, so where's your kid? You know what I'm saying? Like, or I'm observing, like, where the fuck is this nigga's kid at? Mm-hmm. Like, you never have your kid. Mm-hmm. That doesn't run through some females' heads, like, when they're dealing with a nigga.
Women are stupid, too. Like, as fuck. Like, you see he's been a shitty dad to all 4 of his kids and 3 baby mamas, and you think he's going to change with you? Summer Walker, dumbass. I'm sorry, I had to say this. She was really, I haven't, like, caught up on everything, like, read everything like I should have, but from what I get from it, the guy she's pregnant by now has several baby mamas and several kids, and she thought she wasn't going to be in the same situation. Same way with you bitches fucking with Future. Like,
what I will say is sometimes we get hoodwinked. I will say that.
But if you see how he acts with everybody else,
nope.
What makes you special?
Men can put up such a great facade.
What makes you special?
Men can put up such a great facade to act like they're the best dad, to act like they got their shit together, A, B, C, D, and E, anything under the sun, to get you. Then when you finally get invested into that man, then the skeletons start falling out the closet. And it's like, no wonder you always have your kid, because you always posting pictures that she sent you, the baby mama.
Yeah, I seen that too.
So you're a great Facebook dad and an Instagram dad and whatever. Mm-hmm. Every other weekend you got your kid. Y'all niggas is at the mall and in the playground. In the mall, but that's about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really know what's going on until you get invested in that man to find out he's behind on child support and this and that. And
why would you get pregnant? Like, if you, like, I don't know.
Sometimes it takes to get pregnant.
You could have been anything, but you chose to be a nigga's 3rd baby mama. Like, what? Like, I don't get that. I'm sorry, no shade to my friends that are in those situations, because I know some of y'all are, but I don't get why it's happening. Like, put a condom on, get on birth control.
Nah, I don't condone birth control. So.
Put a condom or something. Like, it's just... I don't know, like, you, because niggas will try to, like, come, well, y'all know, like, we're older, they will try to come in you without your consent, like,
you seen that meme where it was the nigga that was acting like he had a condom and he had a ramen noodles seasoning packet? Niggas do wild shit.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, I don't, what? And y'all know kids are expensive, right? Like,
nah, they don't know that.
Shit, I'm expensive. I know another me's gonna be, get the fuck out of here. Like, who? Hey, I gotta split my paycheck with this nigga? Fuck no. Like, no. Yeah. I don't know, man. That's just, I don't know.
So then do you have a whole tip, though, for people that are
Put
just
a fucking
dating?
condom on.
So dating in general, that's your whole tip.
Be observant. But, like, if you're invested in a man, like, yes, he's going to do everything he can to woo you, but also pay attention. Take yourself out of your situation and just look at it.
Take your feelings
out of the situation. Take your feelings out of it. Like, yes, the dick's good. Yes, you love him. But okay, is he somebody that you can see yourself with? Like, do you think, like, all those red flags that you're ignoring, pay attention to him. Like,
feel like Disney World out that bitch. 6 Flags.
Yeah, and don't just let that shit slide because you like him. Because guess what? One day you ain't gonna like that nigga and you might be stuck with him. So I would just
18 plus years, boy.
Woo! Child, no thank you. But yeah, just be more observant. And I think especially if you're over the age of 25. When you're under 25, you kind of, you're wet behind the ears, so you kind of don't know to do that. But by 25, you should fucking know. I'm just saying. You got a whole tip? I'm gonna
say my whole tip is going to be coming back to the Lori Harvey situation. Like, if you out here and you're dating, the point of dating is to meet multiple people, learn from those experiences, learn from those people. and dating multiple people, you're also learning yourself. You're learning what you do like and what you don't like, what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate. Date multiple people respectfully.
Have fun.
And wrap it up.
All the time.
Okay, we're done.
But no, thank you for tuning in with us. We are now on Twitter at _Heaux Bag. Y'all could spell it. It's HEAUXBAG. Follow us. That's where y'all can start leaving y'all
Hoe tips.
Hoe tip and feedback. Because, you know, Instagram, like, the DMs are just kind of hard. But just go ahead and tweet us real quick. We gonna read all that shit. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. Make sure y'all.
If you do have a hoe tip, please do # HEAUXTIP, and we'll definitely be checking into those and retweeting all of them. And some of them may even become a topic. So definitely suggest doing that.
Yes. Well, this was fun.
Bye.
Bye.